now, I hadn't filed any legal papers, but I am in the process of getting some legal papers filed so I can go back to court to get Chloe back home. And that time frame that Chloe's been gone, I was talking to attorneys and we were trying to figure out which way to go about getting Chloe back home. But at the same time, it's kind of like we were at a standstill because we were trying to figure out where we would actually end up in court because they live in like 2 or 3 different states.
Recent rumors that Chloe Chrisley's biological mother, Angela Johnson, is preparing to sue for custody of the 10-year-old have prompted Todd and Julie Chrisley to respond. The legally challenged couple recently issued a statement in which they referred to Angela's recent interview regarding her efforts to reclaim custody of Chloe as unfortunate and misleading. The legally problematic couple appears to be in the right in this case. So, what did Todd and Julie say about the custody? Will they be willing to give up their custody to Chloe's biological mother? You'll get all your answers in this video, so make sure to stay tuned till the end. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. Though Todd and Julie Chrisley's legal issues are unlikely to be resolved anytime soon, it doesn't appear that they have so much to be concerned about legally in relation to their granddaughter Chloe, whose birth mother has opened up about attempting to regain custody of the young Chrisley Knows Best co-star. The family heads must use some of their remaining weeks of the current year to refute the allegations made by Angela Johnson, the former girlfriend of Todd's estranged son, Kyle Chrisley. The family's heads are scheduled to begin serving their lengthy prison sentences in 2023. Following their recent imprisonment for tax evasion and bank fraud, Todd and Julie Chrisley have spoken out after Chloe, their adopted daughter, whose biological mother revealed her intentions to reclaim custody of the 10-year-old. The couple, who gained fame in television for their reality series Chrisley Knows Best on the USA Network, received a combined sentence of 19 years in prison in November after being found guilty of fraud. Chloe has been in Todd and Julie's full custody since 2016, and Julie will be entering prison the following month. Chloe Chrisley is the biological daughter of Todd's eldest son, Kyle, although she's frequently referred to as Todd and Julie's daughter, and was overheard calling the couple mom and dad on their now-canceled reality show. Soon after, Savannah Chrisley, the couple's oldest child, revealed that she'd been given custody of Chloe, her niece, and Grayson, Chloe's older brother, who's now 16 years old. Chloe's mother, Angela Johnson, who gave birth to the child in 2012, publicly stated that she was putting forth great effort to obtain custody of the child back through legal means after being arrested in 2016. Initially, she had lost those rights. The Chrisley couple and their attorney, however, contended that this is an inaccurate depiction of what is legitimately conceivable in terms of the law. As the Ashley previously reported, Angela recently spoke to TMZ about her intentions to seek to reclaim custody of Chloe and her disapproval of the Chrisleys' decision to give their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, care of the 10-year-old while Todd and Julie were in jail. In addition, she asserts that the Chrisleys pushed her out of Chloe's life despite years of effort on her part to win back custody of her daughter. The preteen's biological mother, Angela Johnson, however, revealed earlier this week that she's attempting to reclaim full custody of the child. As reported by ET Online, Johnson told TMZ that she's not yet submitted any official papers, but that she intends to go back to court and get Chloe back home. The biological mother of Chloe, Angela Johnson, told TMZ, "I want her home. She deserves to be home. I'm her biological mother. I didn't leave her. I was forced out of her life." She continued, "As of now, I've not submitted any legal documents, but I am in the process of filing some documents so I can go back to court and get Chloe back home. During that time Chloe was gone, I spoke with lawyers to determine how to proceed in bringing Chloe back to her home. But at the same time, we were at a loss as to where we would actually end up in court because they reside in like 2 or 3 different states," Johnson explained. Johnson sobs as she claims that the Chrisley Knows Best family cut her out of the lives of her own daughter and that she deserves to be home. Through tears, Angela said, "I've been holding back for so long. I don't think it's appropriate for them, the Chrisleys, to act as though I don't exist and say, 'Oh, we're just going to let Savannah get her,' since I'm trying to gently do it." Angela Johnson stated, "As far as Savannah goes with Chloe, I don't think it's proper, because I'm her biological mother at the end of the day. I was removed from her life. I didn't turn and leave her. They, the Chrisleys, wanted Chloe to forget about me, and they wanted me to forget about her, so I was kicked out of her life. Johnson said of the arrest that cost her custody of Chloe 6 years ago, "I even have documentation that I didn't conduct Medicaid fraud, and I never claimed Chloe when I could not claim Chloe." Johnson's proposed plan is simply not legally right or even valid, Julie, 49, and her 53-year-old real estate magnate husband said in a statement provided to people on Wednesday by their attorney. Todd and Julie are devastated by the tragic and incorrect narrative now being portrayed in the media surrounding Chloe. The statement's opening line read, "The family lawyer who handled Chloe's adoption, Jessica Doyle, stated that Johnson's parental rights were terminated when she freely relinquished her parental rights to Todd and Julie Chrisley on March 24, 2017. Moreover, Johnson has not had contact with the little child since 2015, according to Doyle. Doyle added that Todd and Julie Chrisley are Chloe's legal parents because of their adoption, rather than just having custody of her. I've investigated Angela Johnson's public claims, and they are simply not true, or even legitimate legally. After Kyle, Todd's son, gave up custody of Chloe due to his drug addiction, Todd started sharing Chloe with Johnson. Chloe is Todd's biological granddaughter, and Johnson was arrested for apparently filing a fake application for Medicaid assistance, according to TMZ, and Todd and Julie were subsequently granted sole custody of the child. The 10-year-old is aware of the family's legal problems because she listens more than you think, according to Chloe's older sister, who is now her legal guardian, who revealed this last week. Julie joined her eldest daughter on a previously recorded edition of Savannah Chrisley's podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, to talk about how the family was adjusting prior to the punishment. Chloe is quite nosy. She'll put on her headphones and pretend to be listening to anything when actually nothing is on, according to Savannah. She's therefore aware of all of the legal challenges we've encountered and is resolving them on her own. Julie added, and with the aid of therapists. As a result of Julie and Todd wanting to keep an eye on her mental health and what's in her best interest, they went on to say Chloe has had a psychologist since she was a toddler. The Chrisleys were found guilty in June of cheating banks of almost $30 million by fabricating financial statements that gave the impression they were wealthier than they actually were. The couple utilized the loans to buy pricey cars, take opulent vacations, and live a lifestyle they couldn't afford. According to the prosecution, they allegedly hid money from the IRS to avoid paying taxes. The couple's accountant, Peter Tarantino, received a 36-month prison term for his part in perpetrating fraud on his customers' behalf. Assistant U.S. Attorney Annalise Peters played the video of the Chrisleys boasting about spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on clothing from their 30,000 square foot house during the emotional sentencing while they were evading taxes and in the midst of bankruptcy. Both Chrisley spoke before the court and begged for forgiveness. In his testimony, Todd Chrisley, who was choked up, stated that his wife looked after their kids, Grayson and Chloe. Julie Chrisley sobbed as she expressed to the court her greatest worry was for her kids. "No child should feel that way," she said of Chloe, her adopted daughter, as the courtroom erupted in audible emotion. "To hear your 10-year-old say she does not have to live if her mom goes away, no child should feel that way," she said. Both Chrisleys were permitted to turn themselves into the authorities by U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross. When their parents were sentenced, children were typically left behind in the cases Ross heard. "It's tragic, but the accused must bear the weight," Ross added. She said, "I've never heard any condoning of any crime." Ross told the Chrisleys, "I've never really heard any admittance of any fault or contrition." She added that she cannot ignore the avarice and flamboyance in this case, adding that she has no reason to doubt that both Chrisleys have a decent heart. Due to their ages, health, and the fact that they care for Todd's mother, Faye Chrisley, who has bladder cancer, and other family members, both Todd and Julie Chrisley received sentences that were lower than what the federal sentencing guidelines called for. After the sentencing, Chrisley Knows Best was officially canceled in the USA, but Season 9 did air in its entirety between the time between their trial and eventually guilty judgment. If the family does keep up their TV history, Chloe might have more screen time in the future. But for now, let's hope for the best in everyone's private lives, especially as it relates to the 10-year-old. That ends today's video. Please leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.